a desire because they get some good, young, talented players. But let's do it right now. We welcome in the skipper, the manager, Mark Kotsay of Your Athletics, joining us here. Mark, how are you? Jason Ross here with you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm actually just pulling up to the San Diego airport, catching a flight back to Sac. So I'm doing well.
Wow. Wait, so you had one day off, quick trip down there, and then back up?
That's right. Yep. 24 hours or less, and got some time with the family, which is always important, and, back to work.
Man, I know you've been in baseball life or a long baseball career and now managerial career. Like how often do you have to mix in those quick trips when you get them like that?
Well, whenever there's an opportunity, right? I mean, you obviously, my family home's in San Diego, and it's been that way since we started our family together in 2001. But you know what? I mean, it's well worth it. Obviously, we don't get a ton of time like this during the season to break away. And, my son started high school his senior year, so
wow.
It was a good chance to come back and, get a day, man.
Yeah.
But looking forward to getting back to Sac today and getting to this series against the Angels.
Yeah, so you guys got some work ahead of you, too, for that. As far as, truly when a day off like yesterday, is that one you're like, hey, I'm getting away, guys get away, try to not think about baseball? Is that, or is it different times a year, different feels on those days off?
No, I think, for the most part, guys just try to get away, We do this 162 times and in 185 days. So anytime you can catch a break and just kind of unwind, I think it's healthy both physically and mentally, obviously.
How would you assess this year? Like, we knew there were challenges coming in just based on the stuff you guys had to deal with that's off the field, changing venues, moving from Oakland to Sacramento, getting adjusted to a new park. And you've had a ton of injuries this year, as you know. But how do you feel you are right now with this club? How would you assess this season?
Well, I think, you described it pretty accurately. There's been a lot of change, obviously a lot of adjusting, but that's part of the game. And, if you're in the game long enough, whether it's via trade or through free agency or whatever other avenue, you experience change. So for us, obviously part of our season that was really challenging in May and into June was the 20 out of 21 game stretch that, really kind of took its toll on our opportunities to really, stay competitive in the division. And unfortunately, we've dug ourselves a really big hole. But in doing that, like you said, we've had quite a few major league debuts. I think we may lead the league in major league debuts. We're still kind of identifying talent that can help us win and giving guys opportunities that they may not have had we not gone through this, through that 20 game stretch. So, we've played better baseball. If you eliminate those 20 games, I think we've played 500 baseball for the vast majority of the season.
I know that's the hard part. It's such a long year. And the reality is, there was a point in May, you guys were 4 games above 500, kind of one of the talk of the league. And then that's such a rough stretch. That's so rare, but it does happen. And it happened to you guys. Even, Mark, if that's, 6-15, which you wouldn't have loved, but you'd be in a much different spot. How do you, kind of put that together where you go, look, at one point we were playing really well. Right now you're playing pretty well. There is that other spot, but what team do you feel like you're more like, that succeeding group or the one that had that really huge dip?
Well, every team has dips, right? We can look around the league right now. There's teams that are struggling. There's teams that are going through losing streaks. You look at the Yankees, you look at the Mets. They've obviously had their challenges in the last month, with wins and losses. But for us, I do believe we're more of the team that we're showing now. And, through that stretch of 20 games, we really struggled on the mound, and we've made improvements. We've made adjustments. We identified some areas defensively that we felt we could improve, which we've done. So obviously there was a lot to gain through the failure. No one wants to go through those times and experience what we went through, but the only way to get better is to learn from that period of time, and I think we did a good job making those adjustments.
Well, and that adjustments you're going through now is you got a lot of young players that are pitching on a night-to-night basis for your regular rotation is really young. There's some good in there, certainly what you're getting from Lopez on a pretty consistent basis, and others. What are you learning about your young guys that are getting opportunities now?
Well, I think you said it perfectly. I mean, night in, night out, it starts on the mound. It starts with starting pitching, getting into the game, giving us depth. We do have young guys. Jack Perkins, JT Ginn, Luis Morales. So, when you have those young starters, sometimes it can impact the bullpen. We saw that, there before the day off. JT goes 2 innings. We run through the bullpen. Hogan Harris did a great job of giving us 3 innings and saving some arms down there. But when that happens, it impacts the rest of the group, and it can impact, your ability to win games. Not maybe that day, obviously, but going forward with who you have available. So it's important for our young starters to go out, have good starts, get some depth, get some innings, and give us a chance, to be competitive in the games.
You have a unique spot early on for most of the year. We've talked to Jacob Wilson a couple times. It's like, this is his rookie of the year. He's got it. He's been playing great. Unfortunately, injuries. Now, on the positive side, Mark, you now have developed Nick Kurtz, who's come in and just been incredible. Can you talk about both those guys as far as what Wilson has meant, his ability to put the ball in play consistently when he's healthy, and then what Kurtz has turned into so far?
Well, I think both, like you said, they're different hitters. For Jacob, he obviously has an ability for bat to ball at an elite level. And sorry, 1 second, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going to have to go through security just so I don't miss my flight.
Oh, this will be good. Yeah, we'll pass us through the scanner as we are getting live. Mark Kotsay going through TSA in San Diego. This is good. We're asking him right now, though, about Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson. Wilson, by the way, is still injured, so hopefully he'll give us an update on when he might return. But this is cool. Seeing it's been a longer.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, good. You passed. They didn't pull you for extra security.
I'm through security. But no, for Nick Kurtz, I mean, what an amazing run this young man's been on since he's been here to the big leagues. He's exceeded all expectations. So. It's nice to have 2 young position players that are, having great years. We're hoping to get Jacob Wilson back sooner than later.
Oh, good.
And have him finish the season for sure.
How about Denzel Clark? What's his update for a return?
Yeah, there's a possibility. Denzel is out in Vegas. He'll start his rehab assignment tonight, and we'll hopefully get him back, in the next week or 10 days, as long as everything goes well through this process. And, it's important for these young players to finish the season. And, we're hopeful that we can get all 3 of them back and have them go out and perform for 4 weeks.
Yeah, you played outfield in the majors, some first base as well. But, I mean, watching him out there, I've gone to a lot of games this year, and I've seen him make some incredible catches. I wasn't obviously at the one in Anaheim. That one was ridiculous. But when there's a ball in the gap or to the wall, how confident are you that he's going to get that?
No, we're really confident. I mean, he's playing a Gold Glove type center field for the limited amount of games he's been out there for us. But, we enjoy watching it. We're working on the bat, which I thought there was a lot of improvement, towards right before he got injured. And we're hopeful that we just get him back and continue to make progress with him.
A few more moments with A's skipper Mark Kotsay. So you guys have adapted to Sacramento. I remember early on the media here was asking you about, because I think the first series with the Cubs, there was a bunch of home runs. Everyone's saying it's a home run park. You said, well, let's, can we get 20, 30, 40 games? Let's play a few more games. So you've played a lot more. There's been home runs, but not an absurd amount. What's your overall evaluation of just the play of, the state of play in that stadium in Sacramento?
Yeah, I think, I'd like to just kind of evaluate it once we get done with the year based on, the other 29 ballparks. I think we'll have enough data, like you said, to really tell you, hey, this ballpark plays, in the top 10 or the bottom 10. I'm assuming right now it's probably obviously the top 10 still. That being said, like, we've seen the adjustments, we've seen it play differently, and when when we execute pitches, it doesn't have any impacts, right? But
Yeah.
that's kind of the general census around the league. So
I was at a game. Let's see, what was one of the last series? Arizona, a week or so ago. And you argue balls and strikes. They're going to toss you out, and that happens, right? You've been tossed before, but man, what a unique situation at Sutter Health Park. It's like, oh man, poor Kotsay's got to do the walk of shame going down there, and then you're like, I'm going to pick up the pace and start jogging the rest. What is that the worst part about being tossed at home?
there's no doubt about it. I mean, you can't hide, right? And it's always nice that the home fans give me my support as I go down the left field line. So yeah, it's definitely different, but we're enjoying it, and can't say enough about the Sacramento fans that have come out, supported us night in, night out. It should be a good weekend. I think there's fireworks on Saturday, so all good. But I'm gonna try to clear security now, and
all right.
And I appreciate you guys having me on.
You got it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We knew you were tied on time. Thank you so much. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That is Mark Kotsay, A's manager. We really do appreciate him for a few moments of his time.